Hi, I'm back. So we were there at people domesticated cattle, buffaloes, sheep, and goats. These animals were perhaps used for both milk and meat. So now we come to trade. Trade, what was the trade or the rather the business things going on during that time? The Harappans exported surplus goods and brought in goods that were in short supply. What were those goods? Copper, tin, gold, silver, and precious metals were brought from outside, possibly from Mesopotamia, now it's modern Iraq, Persia, modern Iran, Oman, and Afghanistan. Trade links with Mesopotamia have been proved by the discovery of Mesopotamian seals in many Harappan cities and Harappan seals in the cities of ancient Mesopotamia. So we compare that these coins had gone there, seals had gone there, and those seals had come here. So there was a transfer of trade. The overseas trade was perhaps carried from Lothal, where a dockyard for ships have been found. Okay, it says, let's go back to page 9. What does it say in page 9? Let's see. To meet on page 9. Oh, to meet Mr. S.R. Rao was a famous Indian archaeologist. He discovered the Harappan site at Lothal. He also excavated the famous dockyard there. So this is the information about the dockyard where they used to have ships, and this trade started going on from Lothal. The script. The Harappan script has been engraved on numerous seals that have been found at all Indus Valley sites. It is the earliest form of writing discovered in India. The script of the Harappan was pictographic, that is, it had picture-like signs representing words, objects, and ideas. It has not yet been deciphered, means it's not yet been solved actually what they wanted to write or what did they want to do. And we have a picture here of a factory site of shell bangles at Goladhoro. Shells are the sea shells which you find, and there were bangles made with it. And if you go to a seaside, you'll get to know a lot of shells. There are curtains, and you have so many decorative stuffs, you have mirrors, and you have chains, you have bracelets and whatnot. And people blow shells also during the puja ceremonies. You blow the shells here, those white ones, the shank which you say. So it is like that. So pictures were put on their seals, so they were not able to understand. So what I'm going to do is, I'll read and finish this, and so that we come back with an explanation on Thursday. So today is the 16th, and I'll come back on 17th. 18th I'll come back with a explanation, and by Friday or Saturday you'll get your upload on the site with your question answers. And you can also go ahead and see the notes. I'll give a patch up of notes for you so that it will help you out. I'll give you notes, don't worry. So the Harappan cities in Gujarat. Lothal is a coastal site next to the sea. Like the other sites, it was divided into a citadel and a lower town. A large warehouse has been found which was perhaps used to store goods. Other significant finds include a bead factory containing tools for bead making, semi-finished and finished beads. Many Mesopotamian seals and a brick dockyard connected to the Gulf of Cambay by a channel. The dockyard was probably used for berthing ships. The find suggests that Lothal was a port for overseas trade, possibly with Mesopotamia. Dholavira lies in the Khadir Islands in the Rann of Kutch, that's also in Gujarat. It is locally known as Putada. In terms of size, it is one of the largest Indus settlements in India and the fifth largest of the sites that have been discovered so far. It's one of the largest sites of the Indus in Gujarat, in the Rann of Kutch, and it's the fifth one out of which they have found. Excavations first began here in 1990 and are still going on. Dholavira was different from the other Indus cities. In that it was divided into not but three parts: citadel, middle town and lower town. Each part was enclosed by a stone wall. Many graves have been found here. The excavated graves contain pottery and jewelry. Dholavira is famous for another thing, perhaps the oldest signboard in the world. Dholavira is famous for another thing, perhaps the oldest signboard in the world, containing 10 large-sized signs of the Harappan script has been found here. This is unique because all other samples of Harappan writing are available only on seals. Now, what was written on that board? That like we should think about it. So we'll come to know slowly. Goladhoro. Goladhoro is recently excavated in the site of Kutch region. Excavated articles such as articles of shell and copper were produced here. Many finished and unfinished shell bangles have been found here. A unique seal also has been found. It was shaped like a box and is hollow. Here's the hollow seal of Goladhara. It's hollow in between, it's like a small box, and this is how it happened. Now we come to the decline, how it went down, how it finished, how it closed down. About 3500 years ago, there was a big change in the life of the Harappan people. The number of people living in these cities became less. Overseas trade stopped. Instead of baked bricks, sun-dried bricks began to used for construction. The houses became less impressive. In Mohenjo-daro, the drains were choked and garbage got piled up on the streets, which is very common. You know what I'm saying. We do not know why this was happening, but something was wrong. A general decline had perhaps begun, but specific causes must have differed from city to city. There were many natural disasters such as earthquakes, floods, epidemics. We are having a pandemic. There were epidemics and pandemics as well as then, or a change in the course of the river Indus. Whatever the reason, archaeological evidence suggests that people abandoned the cities and moved to smaller settlements. It's very sad. Such a nice place, and it started becoming dirty, and the dirt has still come with us till here. You understand what I'm telling you. Okay, anyways, so we'll keep it till here. This chapter I have read it for you. I'll come back with an explanation on Thursday, and after that you'll be able to, I'll give it in a much more elaborated point by point. I'll explain to you. It will be much more interesting. So I want to tell you how people were so nicely civilized at that time. I want to share it with you. Okay. So till then, you also read it yourself and if you find any difficult words, try to understand, and when I come back with the explanation, you can compare it with my explanation so that it will be easy for you. And stay home, stay safe and study. Take care of yourselves, love your parents, respect them as much as you can. For your whole life, they are the only valuable things which you have, the valuable, more than gold, costliest than gold and silver and diamonds and whatever, pearl, anything. Your parents are the most expensive gifts from God which you have. So please love them, respect them and take care of them at the same time. Keep them happy and don't upset them. Naughtiness is okay, you can do a little bit, that's not a problem. If you are not naughty, then you are not a child. So don't worry about that. Stay home, stay safe and take care of yourselves, and study and do whatever you want after you do your studies. See you on Thursday, guys. Bye bye, good luck, and God bless. Stay safe.